Hello, and I'm back to my home, and I'm print this script, Bridget Jones' Diary. I found it on internet, and I think it's very helpful for my study. Now, and when I watch the movie and study with movie, like Notting Hill and About Time, other videos, other movie and other drama, they are maybe I watch them at least 10 times, 10 times. So I don't know, I don't understand, and I don't know the English and script, but I understand maybe 8%, 80%, 80%. So I it's not too hard, when I study with the movies, but I watch Bridget Jones' Diary watch just one time, so it's hard for me without study English this script. And Bridget Jones' Diary is no support in Korea, so I watched this movie on YouTube movie and I buy it. Don't worry, I buy it. And YouTube movie don't support English subtitle. I don't know why, but they don't support. So I need to script, and without script, I don't understand all of the script and actors saying, and understand and hard to understand the scene. So I find this script and print them. And so this is UK movie, I know, and Renée Zellweger is American actress, but she's good at British accent in this movie, and Colin Firth and Hugh Grant is already famous in UK actors, and they are very good at British English. And I know I'm not good at British pronunciation because I'm Korean, and in Korean English course at school, all of them teach just American English. So this is my English, and I understand pronunciation is important, but not the most important part of English. I understand, because English is just a tool, and English is just a tool for conversation and communication, and I understand that, and I want to British accent, but at the time, if you understand my English, that's enough for me now. And maybe I will keep it study and consistency. Some days I achieve the British accent, maybe, but it's not important. I understand, and I think about take the course about British English, but just think. I'm study with British accent with YouTube, and it's helpful. It's helpful for that I'm watching and following the YouTube, and but when I stop when I quit end of this YouTube video, when end of this that YouTube video, I don't my habit is not fit at that pronunciation and accent, so just hard for me now. And last video, there's 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 no recording audio because my AirPod is broke. I bought it 4 years ago, and a cute McDonald case. This is my younger sisters gave it to me, and I use it 4 years too. And this AirPod is broke microphone, so maybe this is the reason why last video day 51 didn't record audio. So sorry for that. And I'm using this, so this is not broke, so I use this. And let's start study today's English. It all began on New Year's Day. It all began no New Year's Day in my 32nd year of being single. Once again, I found myself on my own and going to my mother's annual turkey curry buffet. Every year, she tries to fix me up with some bushy-haired, middle-aged beau and I fear this year would be no exception. Every year she tries to fix me up with some bushy-haired, middle-aged boy, and I feared this year would be no exception. There you are, Dumpling. My mom, a strange creature from the time when pickles on toothpicks were still the height of sophistication. My mom, a strange creature from the time oh, by the way, the Darcy are here. They brought Mark with them. Here we go. He's divorced, apparently. His wife was Japanese. Very cruel race. Now, what are you going to put on? Put on. Don't be silly, Bridget. Great, I was wearing a carpet. Actually, not my uncle. Someone who insists I call him uncle. Why he grabs my ass and asks me the question dreaded by all singletons. So, how's your love life? Torture? Your mother is trying to fix you with some divorcee. Human rights barrister. Pretty nasty beastie, apparently. Got it right. Gherkin. You remember Bridget? Maybe not. Oh no, not as such. Come on and look at your gravy, Pom. So, You're staying at your parents' for New Year. Yes. You? I was in London at a party last night. I'm afraid I'm a bit hungover. Wish I could be lying my head into the toilet, like all normal people. New Year's resolution, drink less. Oh, and quit smoking. And keep New Year's resolutions. And stop talking total nonsense. Stop talking total nonsense to strangers. In fact, stop talking full stop. Yes, so perhaps it's time to eat. Mother, I do not need a blind date. Particularly not with some bubbly, incontinent spinster who smokes like her chimney, drinks like a fish, and dresses like her mother. Soon, I was going to live a life where my major relationship was with a bottle of wine, and I'd finally die fat and alone, and be 3 weeks later half eaten by wild dogs. Or I was about to turn into Grand Cross in Fatal Attraction. And so I made a major decision. Oh, easy listening for the over 30s. I decided to take control of my life and start a diary to tell the truth about Bridget Jones. The whole truth. Resolution number 1. Obviously, we lose 20 pounds. Always put last night's panties in the laundry basket. Last night pants in the laundry basket. Weekly important. Alcoholic or alcoholics? Perverts. And especially will not fantasize about a particular person who embodies all these things. Unfortunately, he just happens to be my boss. He just happens to be my boss. Editor-in-chief Daniel Cleaver. And for very slightly unfair reasons relating to this year's Christmas party, I suspect he does not fantasize about me. Daily call from Jude, best friend. Fuck it, boyfriend. Brian Richard. We don't know. But they couldn't be more wrong. Guest list for launch party. Guest list for launch party. Alpha Libis. When civilization and minority culture. Minority culture. Fuck the lot of them. Tom, 80s pop icon, who only wrote one hit record. Then he retired because he found that one record was quite enough to get him laid for the whole of the 90s. Total for course. At least now I'm in my 30s, I can hold my drink. Where is the script? Maybe this is miss some part. Maybe. Ah, here it is. Here it is. If walking past office was attempt to demonstrate presence of squad, can only say that it has failed powerlessly. Clip. I'm very busy and important. P.S. How dare you sexually harass me? Mrs. Jones notified to have caused offense. Deeply apologetic. Yeah, tell them I'll get back to them. I will get back to them. Yeah, certainly. I'll see you in a sec. Certainly, sir. Certainly, sir. What are you doing tonight? Actually, I'm busy. That's a shame. I thought it might be a charitable thing to take your Scott out for dinner and try and fatten it up a bit. Okay. 15 minutes. This is that part that I'm studying today. And I watched that one time with this script and one next time next I will write down the script that I want to shadowing and repeat it to speak, and maybe end of that and I will study with grammar in use 3 units. This is important too, I think, and write diary. This is my study English routine. And maybe it's not no matter I wait. The order doesn't matter. Sometimes I'm write diary or reading grammar in use. Sometimes start with shadowing, no matter. And today's first task is shadowing. Okay. that I want. It all began on New Year's Day. In my 32nd year of being single. Once again, I found myself on my own and going to my mother's annual turkey curry buffet. Every year, she tries me fixed up to fix me up with some bushy-haired, middle-aged beau, and I fear this year would be no exception. Okay, I like this part. When I study with Dotting Hill or About Time, I study only men because I'm man. And I think this is important. I want to follow the actor and I'm man. That's because why I following only men. But Bridget Jones, she is the main actress in this movie, so I like that. I following her speaking, and I'm worried about that when I'm following, shadowing woman is not, it's bad for my, not good, bad effect for my intonation or accent, pronunciation, etc. But I'm not worried about that because when I'm following the main actors, but in not F, it's I'm not like 100% with the man, so just study hard with Rina Zellweger. So I following her in this movie, and she's very good at English, British English. So that's the reason. If you don't understand, comments down below. So I write English more detail. Maybe writing is more comfortable for me. Okay. But I'm carefully. My accent is not think about, not imagining girl. So I'm carefully approach this speaking. What do I say? I'm just using translator. I'm using translator, and I wanted to say is that originally I didn't imitate the female actors because I thought it would be bad for my accent and pronunciation. But since the main character in this film is a woman, and I will be careful for that. And it all began on New Year's Day in my 32nd year. Being single. It all began on New Year's Day in my 32nd year of being single. It all began on New Year's Day, 32nd year of my being single. Once again, I found myself on my own and going to my mother's annual turkey curry buffet. I found myself on my own, and going to my mother's annual turkey curry buffet. Annual turkey curry buffet. Every year, she tries to fix me up. She tries to fix me up. She tries to fix me up with some bushy head, middle-aged boy, middle-aged boy, middle-aged boy, and I fear this year would be no exception. There you are, dumpling. Gherkin. My mom, a strange creature from the time when gherkin on toothpicks. You remember Mark? You used to playing with in his paddling pool. Great, I was wearing a carpet. Actually, not my uncle. Torture, divorcee, human rights barrister, pretty nasty beastie apparently. You remember Bridget? Remember? Not as such. Like all normal people. New Year's resolution, drink less. Oh, and quit smoking. Keep New Year's resolutions. Perhaps it's time to eat. Yes, well, perhaps it's time to eat. Mother, I do not need a blind date. Mother, I do not need a blind date, particularly not with some bubbly incontinent spinster who smokes like a chimney, drinks like a fishy, and dresses like her mother. Mother, I do not need a blind date, particularly not with some bubbly incontinent spinster who smokes like a chimney, drinks like a fish, and dresses like her mother. Mother, I do not need a blind date, particularly not with some bubbly, incontinent spinster who smokes like a chimney, drinks like a fish, and dresses like her mother. Dresses her like her mother. Mother, I do not need a blind date, particularly not with some bubbly, incontinent spinster who smokes like a chimney, drinks like a fish, and dresses her like her mother. Mother, I do not need a blind date, particularly not with some bubbly, incontinent spinster who smokes like a chimney, drinks like a fish, and dresses like her mother. Mother, I do not need a blind date, particularly not with some bubbly, incontinent spinster who smokes like a chimney, drinks like a fish, and dresses like her mother. I suddenly realized that unless something changed soon, was with a bottle of wine. I finally died fat and alone, and be found 3 weeks later, half eaten by wild dogs. Fatal attraction. And so I made a major decision. I had to make sure that next year, shit-faced and listening to sad FM, easy listening for the over 30s, I decided to take control of my life and start a diary. Tell the truth about Bridget Jones. The whole truth. Resolution number 1. Obviously, we lose 20 pounds. Number 2. Guest list for lunch party. Guest list for lunch party. Guest list for lunch party. The FR Libis. Wow. Wow. TFR Libis. Who wrote Mass Civilization and Minority Culture? Mass Civilization and Minority Culture? Minority Culture? Amazing. Emergency Summit with Urban Family. Career Crisis. If walking post office was attempt to demonstrate presence of skirt, colonists say that it has failed perilously. Please. If walking past office was attempt to demonstrate presence of skirt, canonists say that it has failed perilously. Please. It has failed parlously. It has failed parlously. If walking past the office was an attempt to demonstrate presence of skirt, can I say that it has failed parlously? Clip. If walking past the office was an attempt to demonstrate presence of skirt, can only say that it has failed parlously. Clip. Okay, it's too long to record all of them, so I stopped the record and unload it. And maybe it's the first time while studying this movie, so it's too long to take a time. So sorry for that, and thank you for watching my video, and I will keep study without record. And anyway, thank you for watching this video, and see you next video. Bye.